I am so excited about this. He is known as the Intellectuals Illusionist. Nicholas Gentry joins us after the break to share some illusions with you, the PA Live viewers. Oh my, where did it go? Stick around. That and so much more coming up next. Previously a Peace Corps volunteer in Ghana, an English teacher in Japan, and a college professor at Carnegie Mellon University, Nicholas Gentry switched careers midlife to become a magician. The Intellectuals Illusionist and Celebrity Mentalist now joins us. We are so excited with a bag full of illusions in our studio. Gentry, it is so great to have you here.
It's very nice to be here. Nice to meet you finally, Chris.
I thought that was something, an illusion.
No, nothing's going to happen yet, although keep your eye on that swatch because I'm a big fan of these. It looks nice. You know, I was just telling you before the show that a swatch is a wonderful thing for a gentleman to wear, especially if everything else he has on is quite conservative. You know, that really pops. Okay. So just keep your eye on it because it's popping for me.
Viewers, remind me in an hour when this swatch is off my arm.
Chris, I want you to know that I'm your biggest fan.
Okay.
In fact, I'm such a big fan that I keep your photograph on.
My new headshot.
Yeah. Which camera am I looking at here? Oh, it already turned off.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, I keep your headshot right here on my phone. And
as you should.
To prove to you what a big fan I am, I'd like you to choose a number between 1 and 100. Okay. Say it out loud.
67.
67. That's interesting. What made you think of 67?
Because I didn't want to do any sort of number that meant anything to me.
Okay, good. You see this Notes app right here?
Yes.
Hold the phone. I want you to open up the Notes app. Good. Now you see there, let's show the camera. I've got a list of different things. I keep my grocery list here. I keep all kinds of things that I might need, family birthdays. But one of the lists is celebrities. You see that, Chris?
Oh, yes.
Go ahead and click on the one that says celebrity.
Can I do it for the camera?
Yeah, do it for the camera, by all means, for celebrities. Now, if we can zoom in here, because I want to show everybody what a big fan I am of the show, how much I love Chris Bohinski.
Are you kidding? There's no way.
So look. Number 1 is Michael Jackson, right? Number 5 is Leonardo DiCaprio. You see they've all got different numbers. Bruce Willis is number 11. And you can scroll through all of them. You'll see that they're all completely different, Chris. But you chose the number what? 67.
I was going to say 29.
But you went arbitrary and went for 67. Scroll down to 67.
29 was Bill Gates.
Yeah, 29 was Bill Gates. Scroll all the way down to 67 and show everybody.
Oh my gosh!
Come on.
Wait, do you see that? Oh, wait. How did you? No. Okay. Something is going on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Chris. Something is going on.
And I will say, there is a +1 with you, and she is filming from behind the camera, so I know she is not controlling this.
There was no point at which we discussed this before we went on.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, Chris, I want you to know that that wasn't just random chance. I wouldn't stake my career on random chance. I knew that you were going to pick the number 67.
You did?
Yes, because I know you so well.
Okay.
Like, what's making you smile today, Chris?
Okay, what is?
I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. But I know that you're big on smiles.
I just used my Burt's Bees chapstick.
Okay.
And I love Burt's Bees.
I also am a big fan of Burt's Bees.
If you pull out Burt's Bees, I'll love you forever.
Bromance.
Okay.
So, Chris, I want to prove to you that it wasn't just coincidence.
Oh my gosh.
Okay? So this time I want you to pick a number between, say 0 and 21. A number between 0 and 21. Say it out loud. It's okay.
0.
0.
Oh, wait, that's wrong.
You could pick 0 if you want to.
You said between.
Well, it doesn't matter. From 0 to 21 inclusive. You want 0?
Yeah,
Are
why
you sure
not?
you want 0? You can change your mind.
I'll change it to 3.
You're going to change it to 3. Okay. Are you sure?
Why not? No,
right.
I'll change it to 7.
You're going to change it to 7.
Yes,
Are we going to stick with that? Final answer is 7. Look here, everybody. Empty bag. I want you to imagine that you're holding a deck of tarot cards. Hold it here for the camera to see, Chris.
Oh.
A deck of tarot cards. Hold it here. Okay? And on the count of 3, I want you to throw it up in the air so it makes a long arc and it lands right here inside of my bag. On the count of 3, are you ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Throw it.
Did this just appear?
Yeah. Here you go.
Oh gosh, I don't dabble in the dark arts.
No, these aren't the dark arts,
my priest won't be happy with me.
I do tarot consultations, and it's not a dark art at all. In fact, I consider it just a wonderful excuse to have a conversation with a wonderful person. Could be a stranger or somebody who I know quite well but haven't met, like Chris Bohinski.
Okay.
So you picked number 7 finally.
I did.
Okay, you could have had, and just come on in here, come on real close here. He could have had 0. He could have had, that would have been the fool, which is why I asked you if you were sure. The magician would have been number 1. The high priestess would have been number 2. And 3 is the empress. 4 is the emperor. 5 is the Hierophant. 6 is the lovers.
Oh.
But 7 is the one that you chose, which is the chariot.
It's Bert B.
Now look, I don't want you to look at the other side of this. I just want you to hold this close to your chest like that. Hold it right there so the camera can see it. Good. Now, you could have had any of these, Chris. You could have had strength. You could have had the hermit. You could have had the wheel of fortune, but you didn't choose any of those. You could have had 21. 20,
and
19, I numbered them all. I numbered them all. Clearly, you can see on camera, I hope. 17, 16, you could have had any of these, but you didn't. You went with number 7.
Okay.
I knew you would go with number 7.
Here we go.
I knew it would be the chariot.
I'm going to throw up.
The chariot represents when a person is having a struggle inside of themselves. Very black and white thinking on the one hand, but he's also motivated by truth and justice.
Yes.
And that's a bit of a tension in your life, isn't it?
Okay.
I know that about you. Okay. And that's why I put a subtle marking. Don't look yet, but there's a subtle marking on the back of your card. You can't see the subtle marking on these, can you?
No.
Just the numbers. It's subtly marked. But only yours is subtly marked. See, turn it around and show the camera and see if you can find the subtle marking that I left on the back.
I'm literally going to throw up. Oh my gosh.
Of the card that you chose. This card represents your character and the moment that you're living through right now, Chris. That's why I wrote yours right on the back of it.
Okay.
Because it's yours, sir.
In the commercial break, why don't you go to your website? What was it?
GentryMind.com. That's Gentry, mind.com.
Look at that. It's right. It's look. You said it and it appeared.
Bam.
Are you going to stick around?
I'm going to stick around.
I need a water. You stick around at home. More at the show when we return.
All right.
Nicholas Gentry's performances are a mixture of visual illusions and mind reading. On stage, up close, roving through a crowd, or even hosting an entire event. And the intellectual illusionist and celebrity mentalist joins us once again with another illusion. Nicholas Gentry, it is so great to have you back. You have everyone here in the studio in amazement. So I don't want to speak anymore because I want you to do something else.
Okay.
And my watch is still on me.
So I'm going to just keep your eye on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something that I like to call a person, a place, and a thing.
Okay.
And I think the cameraman Ian thought of a thing, and I had Ariel, your previous guest, who's just off camera over here, she thought of a place, and I'm going to have you think of a person here in just a moment. Okay. René Descartes, the famous French philosopher, believed in the separation of the mind and the body. I'm going to put that to the test right now because the thought that you're about to have and that these two are already thinking, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to catch it without being able to touch anything physical at all.
Okay.
Now, Ian, since before the show, you've had a word in your mind. At no point did I ever hear it, and at no point was I ever able to see it. There was no way I could know that word, but you've been having it on your mind this entire time, right, Ian? Okay.
Does he say it to you?
Not yet.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try to write it down and see what I can come up with. Okay, hold on for 1 second. Now I've got an idea here. Now
Ian, if he's wrong, you can shake the camera yes, or you can shake the camera no.
Shake the camera yes if it's right and no if it's wrong.
Yeah.
Ian, for the first time, okay, on the count, I don't know, I'm not sure if I got it right. I had 2 guesses here, I crossed out one of them, but I want to affirm for everybody. Ian, at no point did you ever say this out loud. At no point was I able to know what word you've been thinking of. Right, Ian? Right. Okay. On the count of 3, say out loud the word that you were merely thinking of. 1, 2, 3.
Necklace. Necklace. He just said necklace.
Necklace.
And necklace is on there.
Pearl was my first guess, but necklace is what I finally went with. I feel all right about that. How do you feel about that?
Okay, 1 of 3.
So that's a thing, okay? I had Ariel, your previous guest, think of a place in the world. Ariel, you've been thinking of a place. I asked you to think of a place before the show even began, and you've been concentrating on that the whole time. Can you say very loudly so it bleeds into the studio mics, at no point was I ever able to see or hear the place that you've been thinking of? You never told anybody, you never wrote it down. Is that correct? Correct. Absolutely correct. Look into my eyes. I'm going to try to, I feel, this one's strong. Yeah.
It's probably McDonald's. That's where she works.
No, she has much more exotic taste than that, actually. You know, McDonald's is where she works, but she has a very exotic tastes when it comes to travel, if I'm right. On the count of 3, Ariel, this is a place. We've done a thing. This is a place. Rene Descartes was right the first time. There is a separation between mind and body. Let's see if I can catch a piece of your mind right now. On the count of 3, say loudly the place you were thinking of. 1, 2, 3.
Galapagos.
Oh my
You mean like
this? Okay. Okay. So how about we get to me
If you're looking
now?
for a good photo op, this is not a bad one. What? Oh, who are these handsome guys, huh?
New Christmas card.
The last but not the least. Chris, at no point before the show, at no point off camera did I ask you to name or think of any person at all.
You did
I?
not.
Okay. I am going to ask you to think of just the initials of somebody who you love a lot. Somebody that's not easy for me to look up online, somebody I wouldn't be able to predict. Okay, I know you love your mother. Look into my eyes, Barbara. I know you love your mother.
Yes.
Barbara.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I know you love her
Yes.
a lot, and you've sacrificed a lot for her.
Okay.
You did a lot for her. But I don't want you to think about her right now. I want you to think about somebody else that I couldn't easily predict.
And it's a celebrity?
No, no celebrity.
Oh.
Somebody personal to you.
Oh, personal to me.
And only the initials. I'm going to just go for the 2 initials,
Okay.
first and last, okay?
Okay.
Look into my eyes. Okay, here, hold the pencil. Hold the pencil. You've got the pencil in your hand now, okay? I'm holding this up here so the camera can see. Fingers splayed. For the first time, say out loud the initials of the person you were thinking of.
I'm scared.
It's okay. Say it to the camera because we can verify.
I will say JD.
JD. And who is JD? I'm sorry, I should have handed this to you in the first place. Hold this. And look, this is the top right here. So when you show it to the camera, that's the top. JD. Who is JD to you?
Gene Davis.
Gene Davis. I don't know who that is, but I know it's somebody who you love a lot.
Yes.
Show that to the camera. If it says JD, then everybody at home should pass out. Go ahead. You never mentioned this. You never wrote it down or anything. Did you?
Oh my God!
Yeah. I didn't look.
I am gonna. Oh my! I can't. I cannot. I'm sweating. I have back sweat.
It's okay. You need a hug. You need a hug. Come on, man. Let's get a hug.
GentryMind.com to learn more. Ashley, I hope you and your family are watching right now. I need to go cool off in a pool or something. You stick around. More with the show when we return.
Rene Descartes was right.
Nicholas Gentry packs small, plays big, performing straight out of his pockets or a simple briefcase at his ventures, and he is a master of turnkey flexibility, and he joins us once again in the PA Life studio, and dare I say, one of my favorite guests so far of 2024. So, Gentry, what do you have for us now? These bags have been here all show.
Yes, they have. I'd like to tell you and the folks at home about a Danish philosopher named Soren Kierkegaard.
Oh, yeah.
He wrote a really pleasant little book with a pleasant title called Fear and Trembling. And what he was talking about was taking chances in life, taking everything you've earned, taking a chance. And I want to demonstrate taking a chance right now today with you, Chris, and you're going to help me do it with this. Come on in for a little close-up on this, if you don't mind. That right there is a spike I picked up at Home Depot. And I got to tell you, it's not the smartest thing I've ever done in my entire life, but then again, being a magician or an illusionist or a mentalist is not exactly a smart career choice either for most people. Do me a favor, hold your palm up like this, and I'm going to just, I don't have great insurance, so I'm just going to put the little tippy tip right here, and I want you to let everyone at home know that it is indeed quite sharp.
Ow!
Yeah?
You're close to my watch again.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm watching
you still have it though, but it is sharp. It is sharp.
It
yes?
is sharp.
Okay. Now, what I could do is I could
It's
just.
a nice rose gold color.
Thank you. It's brass. I could put it inside of a bag
sorry.
just like this, and that would be one way to handle it, right? But if I put it in the bag just like this, what happens is that it lays down flat.
Yes.
And that's not risky enough for me. You know, a spike laying down flat isn't exactly the worst thing in the world. So instead, what I'm going to do, let me do this bag straight. There we go. What I'm going to do is stick this spike into this wooden block. So it's sticking up, Chris, just like the middle finger of fate.
Okay.
All right, and with fear and trembling, I will put this with the spike sticking up.
Did you just put something on my back when you hit my back?
No, I did not, sir. Maybe you should check when you get home.
Yeah, right.
And we're going to staple it here. All right. Now there are 5 bags. Each one has a staple. They all look more or less the same, but you're probably thinking there might be small differences. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick these up, and mix them, just like our lives are mixed up a lot of times. And if you wouldn't mind, turn away. The camera's watching me, so it's safe. Just turn away. I don't want you to even be able to guess which of these has the spike in it. Now, folks at home, you should know that each of these bags has a wooden block. So they're all about the same weight. Chris won't be able to tell the difference. I'm going to set them here in a row just like they started. And now, Chris, you can turn around. Chris, I want you to rearrange the bags, and I'm going to turn around. Show me where there's no monitor. Can I go face this way? I'm going to cover my eyes. Chris, I want you to rearrange those bags to your heart's delight, keeping in mind that we're on television. And let me know when you're done.
Okay.
Done. Good?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to call this number 1. We're going to call this number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Soren Kierkegaard said that the only way to live is to take risks with a leap of faith, and that's what I'm about to do right now. So
I don't like that. I truly don't like this.
Ian,
This is like when I don't like these types of shows.
don't worry. I'm risking bodily harm. I'm risking bodily harm in the name of philosophy and magic. So I think your life choices have led you to a better place than me up until now. So Ian behind the camera there, Ian's our cameraman. Would you just say a number between 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Go ahead. 5.
He
So
said
5.
5.
Are you sure?
I don't.
Are you going to feel guilty if
I
you're
just
wrong?
tripped.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. 5.
I don't. I hate
1,
this. I
2,
truly hate this.
3. Lord have mercy. Okay. That leaves us with a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4.
I really don't even want to be here right now.
Don't worry, you're going to get to make the final decision.
No.
We have one more camera person. Sir, I'm sorry. I
John,
forgot.
what number? 1 through
1,
4?
2, 3, or 4? 2.
2.
1, 2. This one? God have mercy. Okay, that leaves us with a 1, a 3, and a 4. How about
look at
you?
that. We don't have any more time for this segment.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you're kidding. Ian, 1, 3, or 4? 3, 1, and 3. 3, right here?
Oh my gosh.
Now, Chris, it's down to you. We have a 1 and a 4. You tell me, because it's, look, if you're wrong, this is going to be the greatest moment in live television. And if you're right, I'll feel a lot
the
better.
greatest moment in live television when I get fired
Well,
for injuring a guest.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all on me. It's all on me. I have to take this risk. Just like Kierkegaard said, everyone has got to take risks in life, and I'm doing this for the cause. Chris, on the count of 3, you're going to say, what is this, number 1, number 4? Say one of those 2 numbers. 1.
And this is the one that you crush,
Yeah.
or the one that I think the spike is
The one
in?
I crush is the one you say. 1 or 4.
Okay.
Go ahead.
4.
Now, Chris, and everybody at home, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, surely nobody's dumb enough to actually do this, let alone on live television, right? Nobody's actually that stupid. But despite the fact that I have a degree in philosophy, I'm not nearly as smart as you might think I am. Or do you? I don't know. Yeah. So, folks, all I can say is that if you're not taking risks in life, calculated risks, you need to. And there's one small little thing. I left a little note under the mat here before we began. Would you mind taking that out?
I don't.
Go ahead and take it out.
This is like when I have to walk and go to the bathroom or something.
Show it to the camera. What's it say?
The nail will be in bag 4.
Bag number 4, everybody. There it is. Oh, and there was one more thing. You thought you had another random word in mind before we started, didn't you?
Yes.
There was another word that you had in mind.
Yes.
Okay, look, hold on. Let me just get this before the
In a
segment is
commercial break, he had me open a book and choose a random word.
Yeah,
And no one knows it. No one saw the word except me.
And it was your book.
It was my book.
You brought the book. Okay, I want you to say that word out loud right now.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I'm right. Thank you very much. Folks, if you like me, the name is Nicholas Gentry. If you don't, it's David Blaine or someone else.
Harry Houdini. No.
Harry Houdini. You got it.
Okay, gentrymind.com to learn more. We so appreciate you joining us. You stick around. We're going to wrap up the show right after this.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank